I mean, there were some good things. We had some looks. Obviously, I think Bobrovsky played pretty well tonight, and in saying that, we definitely had our share of chances, but we also made some mistakes, and give them credit, they played well, but a lot of the things, goals that were scored were based off of it was self-inflicted, I think, a lot of it. So we obviously they're a great team. They played well tonight. Give them credit, but in saying that, we I think still got a lot more to give.
Was there early physicality what you guys expected tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're a physical bunch. I mean, I don't know if they get enough credit throughout the league as far as their physical play. They're heavy on the forecheck. I think in past everyone thought of them more, pretty deadly off the rush, but they're heavy on the forecheck. They got some big bodies out there, guys who aren't afraid to throw their weight around, and a couple guys on the back end as well too. So, yeah, it's like any playoff series. I expect it to get a little more physical as we go here, and that's expected.
Is there a feeling out process when it's game one of a new opponent? Like you kind of have to adjust what you're used to kind of new opponents' tendencies? Some of that going on?
I mean, I suppose it's a team in our division, so we've obviously seen them, a number of times, and I think we played them. What was it, third last game of the year or something like that? So yeah, we played them a little bit down the stretch, familiar with one another. But in saying that, they're obviously, playing at a way higher level than obviously what we've seen too. So yeah, you give them credit. They've got a lot of skill. They got some speed. They got some guys who can make plays, and they're playing a pretty good grinding style right now too. So yeah, give them credit. Hats off to them tonight, and it's going to be a long series.
Do you sort of think about it, the mistakes are fixable, and you lost the first game against Tampa, so anything that happened in game 2 kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a long series. We expect it to be that way. Both teams are going to go at it. It's going to be back and forth, I'm sure. And yeah, I mean, it's tough to compare one series to the next for sure, but yeah, is there some things that you can look back on, and now we got a little experience in our belt? Yeah, for sure. I mean, but in saying that, we obviously, like I said, got a lot more to give. I think there's some good things that we can build off of. There's some things that we can correct, and yeah, like I said, I mean, they came as advertised. They're a good team, and all the credit to them tonight.
What do you make of the physical play of your defense partner there? Do you feel like you're rubbing off on Morgan a bit at all? He's out Eric there.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's playing good. He's skating well, and playing heavy, playing sound defensively too, and taking care of the corners in front of the net. And we all got to play that way. That's playoff hockey. I think everyone obviously is fighting for the same thing, and guys are trying to do whatever it takes. So I mean, shouldn't be a surprise that anyone. I think everyone should be playing physical, and it's great to see everyone have a hand in that.
What do you guys take away from this game?
Well, I thought we made some plays. We were around the net. Just got to try and get more bodies there and more second chances.
What was the difference tonight?
I mean, we just gave them too many clean looks at our net, and they buried.
Those 2 early power plays, something that you look back on is because we could have really got on the front foot.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to score on it. We're trying to make plays. We did pretty well on it of getting things around the net. Like I said, we just got to do a better job of getting second opportunities.
How was that getting his first goal?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, that was a big goal for us there in that moment. So, good on him. It was a great play by Austin. Great play by Matt as well to finish it off.
What kind of a different challenge, just style-wise and personnel-wise, does this team maybe present than Tampa?
I think it's pretty similar. I mean, they kind of play similar with their penalty kill, 5-on-5. Team that makes it hard on you to try and get out of your zone with a lot of pressure, a lot of good sticks. On top of you really well. So I think you face a lot of the same issues that when you play Tampa. So for us, just making sure we're doing our things right, and we're we get our opportunities, we're putting them in.
What's the biggest challenge you see in that Kachuk line right now?
Well, obviously they do a really good job below that crease, below that goal line, and make plays out of it, and they crash the net pretty hard and get those second opportunities. So we got to do a better job of making it harder to get out of that the goal line, and making it not so easy.
You saw the Panthers a couple times late in the regular season. I'm just wondering how elevated do you feel like their play's been since then?
Well, I mean, we played them the 3 times there at the end of the year when really their season was on the line. So I think it's a lot of similarities in that game and these games. So, like we've talked about, and I think a lot of people talked about, they've been playing playoff hockey for a while now. And, I think we fell to those 3 games at the end of the season when we played them. And nothing's different here. We just got to make sure, we take the things that we can out of this game and be ready for game 2.
What's your thoughts on the Selkie nomination, Mitch?
Sorry?
Get your thoughts on being nominated for the Selkie.
Yeah, it's cool. But the sport's done with 5 guys on the ice, and there's a lot of kudos to the guys around me. So we'll see. But I'm not trying to focus on that. I'm trying to focus on the here and now and what's going on in the series.
Feel bad about result, yeah. But game, you know, like up and down first two period, you know, like it's both sides. Yeah, result again, like what? It's a bad result, but just first game, yes, serious start, and we'll see. Heads up, like how I said after every game, heads up and keeping working.
What happened in warm up? It looks like maybe Gio got you the high shot. What happened?
Yeah, a little bit. We quick figure out this, yeah, and I'm okay.
What were the Panthers doing? I don't know, maybe to get you off your game or whatever.
If I see like a little bit different than Tampa, more traffic behind me. Yeah, a lot of guys all the time, 3-4 guys. Yeah, 3-2. Yeah, more traffic, more like more dangerous rebound team. Yeah, and okay, I'm not surprised with anything. You know, like these guys play like last couple of years like that, and we'll keep rolling.
Did you notice the fans chanting your name when you made some saves there?
Who?
The fans were chanting Sammy, Sammy. Did you hear that or no?
How do you regroup after a loss? I'm sure you've got a routine.
Like go back home, you know, like get some food and go to the sleep. Tomorrow sun is up again, yeah.
Ilya, what did you see on the Verhaeghe breakaway?
He's got a nice shot, yeah. Real smart play for him. Yeah, really nice shot, you know, like untouched a little bit for my glove, but yeah, sometimes it's hard to stop.
What do you guys take away from a game like tonight's?
Yeah, I think we just kind of learned their tendencies as a team. You know, I think we have a lot to take away on film. Our special teams, you know, I think we can kind of get the upper hand on the film we do, and you know, I think that it was a physical game and a really fast game. So I think we just got to be ready and prepared for the next one.
Congratulations on your first goal. I'm sure you traded for a win, but you know, how did you feel to actually get that win?
Yeah, it's a surreal feeling, especially in the playoffs. You know, in the home arena, it was a really cool feeling, and you know, having Austin pass that to me, it was only fitting, and I'm just happy I could get one there.
Because you tried to do something similar earlier. Like is that something that you've done before, like with the sort of back to the net kind of thing?
Not exactly. I think it just popped out there, and I just wanted to get it quickly on that. I knew the goalie was out of position, and I just kind of got to sift that in there. So.
Seems to be working really well with you beside Austin. Why do you think your games connect well so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, he's a complete player. You know, I think you can kind of put anyone next to him. They're going to be good players. You know, he makes everyone around him better, and you know, I think he makes the game a lot easier on me, and you know, I'm playing in all three zones and getting me opportunities. So a lot of credit goes to him.
What were the tendencies in the Panthers game that stood out to you?
Yeah, I think that they stepped up a lot on their blue line and our blue line. You know, I think we got to just get the puck in, manage each line, and I think we just didn't do a well enough job of that tonight. You know, I think that's what we're going to look forward to doing, and something we're going to catch up on film is those lines, because you know, I think they really stepped up and just closed on our entries.
Sheldon, Matthew Tkachuk gets 3 assists tonight. Just wanted to get your take on just how you felt your team performed against his line tonight.
I thought we did a lot better once I made the changes to our lines. You know, in the first period, certainly in the back half of the period. I guess with that line, I would say throughout the whole period that they were taking it to us pretty good, so we had to make some changes.
In terms of style of play, Sheldon, how different an opponent is the Panthers from the Lightning?
There's certainly a lot of similarities. In terms of forecheck pressure, track pressure, they play the same neutral zone forecheck with a 1-1-3. You know, but their pace is high. Like I would say it's a quicker pace out there, and they've got a lot of skill that executes at a high rate of speed. I would say that's the difference. And then also you can tell they got a lot of confidence and they're feeling real good right now and playing real well.
Sheldon, just your take on how your team performed in this game. Was it just a lack of execution at the end, or were you more or less happy, but just not with the result?
I thought we made mistakes. Now, credit to Florida because because of how they play, they force you to make mistakes. But I thought we made some mistakes here tonight that we didn't necessarily make in the last series. Looking at the first goal, we allow them on the inside, and we don't get some pucks out early, then we allow them on the inside. The second goal, we have some lack of communication on a loose puck, and then we don't get a box out. And then we're fine. We come back in the game. We're in a good spot, and then we give up a breakaway to really the one guy we definitely do not want to give a breakaway to. You don't want to give it to anybody, but certainly don't want to give it to that guy. It's a big part of the plan going in is how he can jump into those holes, and that's how he scores a lot of his goals is getting in behind the fence. We cannot make that mistake. I mean, it's 2-2, end of the period. That's a tough one.
I guess I was going to ask something similar to Kevin, Sheldon, but how do you get the guys more in sync then for game 2, do you think? Because they did seem a little bit off tonight.
I think you adjust to your opponent. Like I said, there are some subtle differences, not necessarily in style of game, but just in the opponent. Like I said, I think that there's some real high-end skill through their lineup. I can make a lot of plays at a real high pace. So when you make a mistake, the recovery time is it's not really there because they're making the play, and they attack the net with a lot of urgency. So I think those are the kind of things that it just happened a step quicker tonight than it was in the previous series. I think that caught us. I think our guys will adjust to that. And then offensively for us, I thought we didn't get a whole lot happening at 5-on-5. I didn't think. Our power play, I thought, especially the first and third power play that we had, I thought we had a ton of really good looks, moved the puck very well, but we need to get one over the line. Power play could have made a real difference in the game here tonight, despite the other mistakes that we made. It's like I said, credit to Florida, played a great game here today, but it's a long series, just like the last one we just played, and we'll make some adjustments, and our guys will come back game 2.
Sheldon, it's emotional 72 hours. Did you sense the energy dip at all throughout the 60 minutes? I mean, it was a great start, and then it just seemed there was a bit of a lull. Did you sense that?
Yeah, I liked our start for sure. I thought we had good pace. We drew a couple penalties. Obviously, it would have been great to score a goal on one of those. We had, especially the first power play, we were moving it real well and couldn't get it to go in for us. But yeah, I thought in the second half of the first period, we definitely had a lull, which was partly a lull by us, but partly Florida went up a notch, and they did to us what they did a lot to Boston in terms of, getting us stopped, coming out of our zone and turning on those plays quickly, and then before you know it, it's coming at your net. So they do a tremendous job of that as a team. They did last season as well, and they're sort of getting that back again in a lot of ways, and we have to manage that better. I thought we did a good job of that in the second period, really, for the most part, and then we make the mistake at the end that gives them the lead.
Two more, Josh and Mike.
Sheldon, have you been surprised at all by how quickly Matt Knies has adjusted to playoff hockey?
I've kind of passed that now. He played early in the last series, and I thought stepped right in and did a good job for us after he missed the first game. So I'm not really surprised anymore. No, that's why I'm putting him in the spots that I am, because I feel like he can make a play. And the more time he plays, he's going to get more comfortable. So, he's brought a lot to us.
Just on the play of Bobrovsky on the other end, how do you guys make it tougher on him? Is it just about getting more in front of him, getting more traffic?
Well, getting more in front of him, perhaps. Probably one of the big differences in our scoring chances that we had here tonight, whether you look at the power play chances or the 5-on-5 chances, 6-on-5 chances. Thought we had a lot more tonight and closer to the net than we've had maybe in the previous series. And, we got to make good on those. There's a lot of stuff in tight. We just got to get it up or finish it. We had a couple tap-ins at 6-on-5, that is a good example of what I'm talking about. Where we got to finish those. You know, that's those are lateral plays, which is a real strength of Bobrovsky. But you know, there's some tap-ins there where we're kind of shooting it back through them versus putting it to the empty side. So those are the kind of things where we were a little off offensively. Austin had some really good looks in the second period, and throwing the power play and didn't fall. Those are the kind of things I think if we stay with it, they'll go in for us.